Guys, welcome back to another video. Today is going to be a skincare video. I'm going to be sharing with you guys my ultimate face mask. This is the turmeric face mask. You can use turmeric on your face in different ways, mixing and matching different ingredients depending on your skin's need really. But turmeric is an age-long skincare ingredient that is known for its powerful anti-inflammatory properties. I am someone with anti-inflammatory conditions. If you're an OG on this channel, you already know. So most of my breakouts, most of my pigmentation is not necessarily from the environment, it is internal. So the one thing that I do is to use ingredients or eat foods that will not that will not add to my inflammatory symptoms. So my face has actually been really dry, dull lately. I have been traveling. I have also, the weather is very dry, so it's just been taking the heat from all angles. So today I'm going to be sharing with you guys this simple turmeric face mask that you can use. I have other turmeric DIYs on the channel, for body scrub, for curcum, for face how will I put it? Yeah, for face scrub as well. I do have quite a few. I actually also shared one in the self-care video that I shared with you guys the last time. That one had turmeric, coffee powder and henna powder in it. Those were just the 3 ingredients and it really helped me out. But again, I need to top up. One thing I also do with my skincare routine is that, or skincare regimen, is that I always try to use natural treatment on my face, or on my body once a week. They still have the best direct vitamins, nutrients, benefits for your skin. So always try to incorporate 1 or 2 naturals DIY on your body. Even if it's just sugar scrub for your body, you can do that. So we're going to get right into this video. I'm going to share with you guys what we need. Like I said, it's very easy, straight to the point, and yeah, you're going to like this. You're going to like making it. So let's get started. Let me just quickly introduce the ingredients that we're going to be using today. I'm going to be using goat milk today. This is rich in lactic acid that will help move my skin around. If I have a lot of dead skin that is giving me the dullness, this is going to help me move that around. As also it's milk is also some form of humectant, but not as much as honey or egg white. So I'm going to also use this as my humectant in this recipe today. Of course, this is my tub of turmeric. This is hand pounded. This is handmade, hand pounded turmeric, so it's like the real deal. I did not get this from a store, so I'm not scared if it's been adulterated with something else. And if it's well made and well preserved, if it's well made for you, you can have it for the longest. So yeah, it is organic. There are non-organic turmeric. Yeah, I know the ones that have been grown under specific conditions, probably fertilizer, sometimes modified ones. So when you use it, you probably are not getting the right benefit, but this one is straight from the source. I also do have dilke powder that I'm going to be using today. This is mine, this is my dilke powder that I'm going to be using today. I don't know why I said this is mine. It shouldn't be for anybody else, but yeah, this is the dilke powder I'm going to be using. And I'm also going to be using argan oil. This is a non-comedogenic, 0% non-comedogenic oil that is safe for use on the face, safe for use on your body. It will not clog your face, it will not clog your skin. It is also safe for use on hair. It's like all over oil and is my favorite oil that is out there. So this is argan oil. So these are the 3 key ingredients that we need for this recipe today. Nothing more, nothing less. We are going to go straight to mixing. For mixing, you just need, the thing is, because I just want it for one-time use, you need like half a teaspoon of everything. Maybe 1 teaspoon of the milk if you're going to use it up to your neck. But if you're going to use it for just your face, half a teaspoon of the milk, half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, half a teaspoon of your dilke powder, half a teaspoon of your oil, and just drop of water just to help you mix it, if you get the gist. So we are going to be mixing in this cute dish that I always used to use for my DIYs. So I can't find my half a teaspoon measuring spoon here, but I'm going to be using this spatula that I'll be using to mix it. And yeah, this is what it should look like ideally. So this is milk, and you see it's just little, because by the time you combine everything in it today, you are already exhausting. You're already making more than a tablespoon of product. So that is the dilka that went in. Then turmeric, this is turmeric, half a teaspoon, not really up to half a teaspoon. And like I said, this is just for face, it is not for my neck, it's just for my face. My face is the one that is going through serious condition. So we are going to be using our liquid to mix in it is going to be water, warm water. However, you can use rose water, you can use egg white. If your face is really dry, you can use egg white. That is going to help with hydration. You can use honey, you can use whatever form of good liquid that you have. And for the oil, I almost forgot my argan oil, so I'm just going to drop. I love argan oil. It almost feels like I abuse this oil a lot, because anytime I run out of body cream or anything, I just always have to have argan oil in the house. Because I don't have anything to measure my water, what I love to do is I'm going to wash my hand, drench my hand in water, and you guys are going to see that magic here today. So this is what I love to do. So I just drench my hand in water and use it and add it to my mix. So I think I added too much water, not too much. You can still use it at this consistency, but I'm going to add a little bit of, should I add more milk? No, I'm going to add more dilka. I'm going to add more dilka to it. For application, you want to massage it into your skin, so I'm going to be using, it is best if you use your hand to apply it to your skin. So index finger, as I apply, I'm going to just gently massage it in. I really want to solve this dryness and dullness on my face, so I'm going to be doing this again tomorrow morning. So whatever I have left, if I have any, I'm going to put it in the fridge, because it's water and I'm not using a preservative in it. So, but again, if I can be generous with it and just use everything on my face, which is looking like that. I also love to go on my brows to add this. It kind of conditions my brow hair. Have you ever tried it? Let me know. It conditions, applying skincare ingredients to your brow when you're doing facial is good. It conditions the brow hair, makes your brow hair softer, most especially if you don't shape your brow. And turmeric also, again, how did I miss this benefit? Turmeric is known for controlling hair growth. That is actually the ancient Indian benefit why they use a lot of turmeric. It is able to control too much, facial hair growth, even for body. So when you wax, it's very good for you to go straight with a turmeric treatment, because it's going to control how quickly the hair. If you don't have turmeric, you can use you can use henna powder bath. Those things control hair growth. So I'm just going to, I actually used all. I ended up using all. So this is a perfect one-time recipe. I don't do one-time recipes for this one because it's something I use a lot. I actually just mix everything, every dry ingredient, mix it, put it in a container. Every time I want to use, I just fetch 1 tablespoon and use. So that is why I felt like putting everything together is going to give us equivalent of a tablespoon. So because this has Dilka in it, it is going to get tacky quickly. So what you have to keep doing is massaging. Have you ever come across, let me ask you guys this, have you ever come across posts of people condemning the use of turmeric on the face? I condemn the use of turmeric and lemon juice on the face, but I don't condemn the use of turmeric on the face. Turmeric has been one ingredient that have helped with my face, with my skin, with my breakouts, with everything. I saw one post on, this is just water. I saw one post on Instagram the other day, and people on that post, people were just saying, I remember when they told me to be using using turmeric on my face, blah blah blah, all in the name of organic skincare. If you want to sell your market, but don't condemn nature. Don't condemn natural things that actually work. All these skincare ingredients that all these ingredients that goes into our body products are really natural ingredients, except that they get broken down into chemicals, you know, extracting the chemicals in them, or how will I put it, extracting the good things in them, you know, using the chemical name or the biological name for them, you know, that makes them look like, oh, they are some ingredients from some form of planet. These are ingredients that have proven to work over the years. People took into the lab, understand their makeup, you know, understand what is in them, and transform them into fancy bottles for us to use. But we all don't know, and we like to act woke a lot of the times, and we just disabuse people's mind from using what turmeric works, most especially if you have oily skin, acne prone skin. Turmeric works way better and even faster than a lot of things. Now, I did mention that disabusing people's mind with lemon juice, because lemon juice can be very harsh, so I don't really advise using lemon juice directly on the skin. But lemon peel powder is very, very good. It contains antioxidants, you know, that you need from that lemon juice. But by the time you use lemon juice directly on your skin, you might be accelerating pigmentation on your skin, sensitivity, you know, hypersensitivity to sun. So that is why I don't advise for direct lemon juice on the skin. But if you've used lemon juice on your skin and it is not affecting you, good for you. But again, be careful, because you can just use something and you think that, okay, it's working, but before you know it, your skin is burning. So I'm just going to let this sit for 5 minutes because it's already drying down. My skin is going to soak it in, soak all the goodness in it. Hey guys, so I am back. It is dry, totally dry. How to take it off, I have this in another video that is actually a turmeric face mask as well. I think that recipe has egg. So what you're going to do is 4 fingers, be gentle. You can take it off like this, you know, on its own, and just go in section, one area of your face at a time, because this is not just going to be taking away or taking off the mask, you're also using it to take off the dead skin. I don't want it to get in my mouth. Another way you can take this out if you feel like it's too dry for you is for you to use oil, like add oil to your hand and do so. But I'm fine with it. But what you cannot do is just come and get under water and you know, rinse your face. No, you can't do that, because by the time you do that, you're not doing anything, you are just rinsing off the mask. But what about the dead skin? So now it's totally off, you know, so I'm going to rinse my face. So my face is all clean and it feels very soft. Like, this is, even look at the glow with the water, there is still that glass skin that is coming through, and it feels very soft. So if I do this up to 2-3 times, you know, in a week, I am sure all the dryness that I feel like my skin is experiencing. So I'm not going to do anything else to my face. I'm just going to let this dry down, then I will apply sunscreen, and that will be it, because I have already done my morning skincare routine. So this is just, I held off on this one because I wanted to share the video with you guys. The good thing is that once your skin have absorbed this, everything is going to keep working. So you will see, you might or might not see instant you know, result, but you definitely would feel the instant result, because you are going to remove dead skin. Like, look at my skin. Look at how my skin is already drying up, even without using a towel to dry my skin up. That means my skin is even absorbing the water. It's drying on its own faster than usual. Even like, I don't need to even pat dry my skin. So that is to tell you that I was right. My skin had a lot of dead skin layer that is not letting my body, is not letting it absorb things. And now that I have removed it, even without drying up my skin, it is, my skin, my pores are opened and soaking everything. So I'm just going to go in with my sunscreen. My hand is still wet. I'm still going to do skincare much later in the night. Oh, talking about the brows, like, you see how my brows are laying flat, not because of the water. It just kind of, they're just this thing. I did it once and I noticed that, oh, I applied mask on my brows, and you know, getting it off, and with the amount of massage I was doing on it, I noticed that okay, so probably also dead skin packed under your brow follicle, you know, and you wouldn't see it because it will now make your brows be sitting up so hard. Even the sunscreen went on so smoothly, so effortlessly. This is the first step to healing and soothing my skin. Let me know what you guys think, if there is any real difference, and please subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to check other variations of turmeric face mask and body scrubs that I have on the channel, and let me know what other kind of, you know, DIYs you guys would like me to share with you all. I do have quite a few on my sleeves, but it doesn't hurt. You know, maybe if you're dry skin, if you're oily skin, what kind of DIYs would you like to see, whether for face or for body? So see you in my next video. Please subscribe. Bye. Stay blessed.
It's like a family tree, part of you